Hi guys, and welcome back to DIY Ideas, and welcome to a new really easy scarf tutorial. I have some really interesting wool for you guys with some different kind of strength depending on the wool. It's recommended for a size 7, but I actually used my size 6 here. You can see the wool here is just really different. We have some much thicker parts and then some really thin parts that, you know, are just, varying a lot. And we went ahead and used one crocheting hook for all the different thicknesses, even though you could probably actually use different hooks if you wanted to. But yeah, it's just a really interesting result here. It's a nice orange color, great for fall. It's nice and airy, but you can kind of scrunch it up and then it's more compact and warmer. How exactly I made this, and which wool this is, I'm going to show you now. Have fun! Alright, so let's get started here with the Creative Woolly Waves wool. It's from Rico Design, and it's mostly orange colors with a little bit of beige and maybe some darker grays and greens. We have 50 grams, it's 115 meters long. It's 74% acrylic and 20% wool. And it's recommended here for a size 7 crocheting hook, but I will most likely use my size 6. This is my size 6 and this is what I'm going to use. The color number 2. They also have some other colors. What is really special about this wool is that it has different thicknesses. So it has some parts that are a lot wider, like this one, which you could also, use a size 10 crocheting hook for. And then we have very thin parts like this one here, where you could use a size 3 or 4. And so, yeah, just really interesting wool. I'm going to do a very simple pattern for this, actually. I'm going to take off the label here. And then let's have a look for the beginning thread. This is a wool also that's not super easy to crochet with, because it has, obviously the different thicknesses. Let's get started here with some chain stitches. And I'm going to start with 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so this is the width that I get with 12 chain stitches. I'm going to add 3 more for height. And as you can see, the 3 of height are very thick. And now I'm going back in double crochets. And we'll add a double crochet for every single stitch. Some are a little easier to find. Others are a little harder. Right now they're pretty big, so they're easy. Okay. Then we get to really tight stitches. And here we have the first 2 or 3. Let's see how many there are. I think it's 3. And you can see what can be maybe a bit of a problem here with this wool is finding the stitches. Okay, so here this is the last one, and this is already a little hard to get in there with my hook. Okay, but it worked. Okay, everything is, crocheted pretty loosely with my size 6. So here you can see what one row of double crochets looks like. So how, different the thicknesses can be, what different colors you can see. It's all super fall colored. And yeah, I'm going to continue here with adding 2 chain stitches for height, and I turn it around, and then I will always go in between of the double crochets of the row before. Okay, so I go in between the two double crochets just because it's a lot easier to find the right spots, because finding, yeah, as we said before, the actual stitches can sometimes be hard. And you can see sometimes they're, you know, kind of pulled pretty close or tight. So this is a lot easier by just going in between. Okay, you can see here the different thicknesses again. And this method really makes it a lot easier to find the right spots. Then we're back on the outside here. And we're done with this row. Here, yeah, visually you can just really see the really dark, thick color. We add 2 for height again. And then we go backwards. We started here with the lighter colors. The color fades here are very quick, very sudden. But this actually still, you know, works quite well and is quite easy to crochet still, even with the differences in thickness. Okay. And the orange is very strong. Here on the outside, the chain stitches, they're very tight, very small. And because of that, you know, it's just so much easier to work with a simple pattern here. And just makes you not have to deal with these problems. I'm going to do one more row here with you guys in double crochets. And then I will continue doing it for the rest of the ball of yarn. And you can see with the double crochets here, you have a lot of space really quickly that you gain. It's a very smooth pattern, which is a really nice contrast actually for or to the, you know, interesting colors that we have here, and the really interesting structure as well. So you don't need a fancy pattern here because the wool already gives you the interesting parts. Okay, like I said, I'm going to continue and give you an update later. All right, so this is my first update, and you can see here it's really nice. You can see the color differences here and the thicknesses of the wool. In between, we have really thin double crochets and really thick double crochets, and this, you know, obviously is a big hole pattern, and you can see them here. And you know, it's partially the pattern, obviously, but also partially the just the changes in the thickness. And obviously you can kind of scrunch this up if you're wearing it around your neck to provide you with some warmth. And I'll continue. All right, so this is my scarf, and it's actually done now. I added one whole last row of, with this last tiny bit of thread here. I've already pulled it out, and yeah, I think this turned out really nicely. It's a little bit, you can kind of scrunch up a little bit to put it around your neck, and it's about 1.50 meters long from this one ball of yarn. You could obviously make this a little wider and a little longer with 2 balls of yarn, but generally I think this is already such a nice structure, nice texture, really soft, and just looks really interesting. I had one little knot in the ball of yarn, and I could not get it out, so I just cut it off and tied it back together. Can always happen with a type of wool like this, but it's obviously not a big deal. I really hope that you guys liked this video. If you did, then please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you back here again next time at DIY Ideas. Bye guys!